Hey guys, Void of Dust Gaming here, and today I have an Astrid game for you. Playing her on the solo lane. I think she is a really nice hero, and I really love her playstyle. And today we are going to talk more about what not to do and what mistakes to avoid, because I have made plenty of stupid decisions in this game, which will put me to 5 deaths that I have accomplished in this game. So it's a post comment. I'm not playing live. This is after I've been rewatching the game, and yeah, there are plenty of things that you can do, and basically most of the game depends on what choices you make and where you are actually positioning yourself, and if you go in, if you go out, and stuff like that. And this is going to be the main focus of this video. So as you can see, I'm, as I said, on solo top. I play Astrid with a hybrid warrior build. It will be a bit tanky, it will be a bit on the damage side, so it's not full tank, it's not full damage. And I have execute as a skill because it's really a nice finisher. If you have unleashed all your skills, it's a great thing to finish up enemies after you have dealt all your damage with your skills. And Astrid has a really interesting kit. She has some kind of gap closer with her 2, which puts you in a closer position to the enemy, so you can use that. She has this roundhouse kick. Her passive gives her a shield, and her ult is basically a damage avoider. You are invincible while you're ulting. There is no crowd control if you're ulting, and you will deal damage according to the damage that the enemy has already received and how much damage you have gotten. So the lower you are, the better it is. And yeah, I think it's interesting, especially the shielding component that you have by using your passive. That's really welcome because it kind of helps you to sustain in lane and to soak up some damage that you would usually get without the shielding thing. And as you can see, Emily and I are not holding back. We are going in, damaging the other hero all the time. So this is basically an equal match so far. Now I get my ult. It doesn't do that much damage, but I think she was using her ability in the wrong direction. Like, I think she wanted to go back, but she didn't. So I had the opportunity of getting the first kill here on the lane, which is always quite important because it sets the enemy back. But unfortunately, Liliana has seen this kind of opening flank here, and she is here to protect the tower, because otherwise I would have been able to push the tower, and that is always what you want to do at first in the game. Like, if you have the first tower, it frees you up a little bit. It gives you the possibility to start to roam, which means that you can run around the map and try to help out your team, which you should always do as soon as you have cleared your wave. But it is even easier after you have the first tower, because then the enemy needs to push much stronger to actually get to your tower. That's like the main thing that you want to accomplish. So Liliana and Emily are camping here on the lane. Liliana helps Emily out. I don't know what the plan was, but you will see that this plan works quite nice. Like, I run here down the lane. They both were hiding in the brush, and they just caught me off here. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. That is like a super big mistake that I have here. And if that slow would not have hit me, I would have eventually been able to get out. Like, I should have used my ult later to try to minimize the damage, but I used it wrong. So this is something that's just one of the things I would recommend. Use your brain. I simply didn't use my brain. That was like super stupid. Like, what was I thinking? They were gone. I wasn't able to see them on the map anymore. what did I think? Like, that they retreated entirely, leaving the lane alone? That would be nonsense. So I don't know why I went in here, and that was a kill that would have been easily avoidable. But yeah, it happened, and now I have to try to protect my tower from the shots. And luckily for me, I was able to at least kill those minions, so that I could have saved the tower. I saved the tower. Right now I'm making a rotation down to kind of get Quillen here. I'm not too afraid of him because I have this shielding ability, but right now I'm not paying attention to the map. Like, Quillen is able to deal a good amount of damage, and now I've lost the tower, which is the second bad decision that I made throughout the game. After seeing that I couldn't really do that much after I have cleared the wave on the mid lane, I should have rotated back to my tower in order to save it, and now they get the middle tower, so everything is pretty much fucked up. Like, middle tower is gone right now, top tower is gone right now, and I am putting my team behind because of that. So here you go. Like, I've lost that mid tower. My team is fighting a fight at the bottom. The good thing is that we come out as a winner of these fights. So we are standing at a 10-8 right now. Like, I didn't do that much whilst losing those two towers, but I think we are not ahead. And really good Liliana stuff here. I should have gone for the Drake. So this is like the third mistake I have made in the game, and I'm fighting here against Liliana. Now you can see the Quillen footsteps. Liliana is passing through me. So, well, that's messed up. And now they are in a really good leading position. The enemy team, they have two towers. They have just scored the first Abyssal Dragon in the match, which gives all the team experience points as well as gold. So they are in the pole position right now. So they need to put those forces into action and try to get more objectives. And right now we have to fight back and try to turn the game around, because at this point they are obviously ahead of us. Like, clearly. They are clearly ahead of us. The farming shouldn't do that much, but as you might see, 10, 11 and Abyssal Dragon plus 2 towers, that is a gold lead. Good thing is that I made the right decision to go down to the pit here to clear bottoms to save that tower, and because the minions were quite low, I do get some gold, which is a nice effect. And I'm closing in here, fighting a fight against all these heroes here. I'm able to get a good chunk of health from the enemies by using my ult, and that was a welcome team fight. We get out as the winners. We just lost Zephyrs, but we killed 3 of the enemy team, which puts us into a good position back again. And the Abyssal Dragon will be up quite soonish, 18 seconds to go. So that means clear the wave and rotate back to Abyssal Dragon in order to get it, and that's what I wanted to do, but we will see that the result wasn't the favored outcome. So I'm waiting here. I have Darcy with me. Darcy has a lot of power, so that should be doable. But as you can see right now, my team starts to fight a fight here, and now we have to go back into that fight. I defeated Emily here. The whole team gets the, I think that was the Liliana, and we are coming out of that fight as the winners again, so that we have been able to get not only Batman but the whole enemy team, and right now we are leading with 4 kills in total. So that was a really nice team fight, even after losing first Zephyrs and then Sephara, but we wiped out 5 people and they have just managed to kill the 2 of us. So this is another tower. There's not much that I can do against her, but I'm out, and that was important as well. But you can see Quillen is too fast for me. He kills me, and After I've seen that Yorn was there to get the middle tower, I should have just retreated again, backed up, and just get some health back. And then after I got the health back, I should have then gone in. But Darcy's able to deal massive amounts of damage here, and that was a good thing. He's able to get away from the Batman, retreating to safety. So we have managed to turn that 4-kill lead into a 5-kill lead. So we are kind of starting to come back into the game, which was important because otherwise we could have just surrendered and called it a night. But otherwise, that would have been the wrong decisions on those behalf. But we were able to get them, and right now the team fights another fight. We seem to be quite fighty. Quillen gets Sephara here. I'm getting Quillen. And I'm getting Liliana with my ult here. Nice positioned ult. That could have been different, but Emily is able to use all her abilities to get away from us, which doesn't really matter because we get the mid tower. Also really important tower to take, and being on a 6-3 right now, I somehow made up for the mistakes that I have been doing in the beginning. We're able to get Batman here and continue pushing the tower, which is also something that we needed to do, and it's looking better for us. Darcy's doing a really good job dealing massive amounts of damage with all his abilities. I mean, he's really a mage which excels at that. He's dealing so much damage. That's really nice if you have a good Darcy on your team, coming from the back line and just nuking the enemy in the front line as soon as you engage, because in the middle of the fights, the enemies will easily lose track of who's there and who's not. So you can just put down templates and kill enemies with all of your skills. I'm fighting the fight here against this Emily. I was lucky there of getting her, and now I need to retreat to safety. And I don't know why I don't know what I'm doing right now. Like sometimes when I rewatch my videos, I don't know what's going on in my mind. Like, and then I'm engaging back again. That's a nice bloodbath. And I kind of sacrificed myself for the team in order to score that double kill. And we are now, that was like the next Abyssal Dragon that we got, and we were able to get that kill death ratio to 38 versus 31 versus 20. So we did a really good job on getting back into the game, but because we picked so many team fights that could have been differently. Like I think Yorn is always quite strong. Like I somehow always believe that Yorn is some kind of beginner's character, but every time I see a good Yorn, I'm kind of surprised how well Yorn fights with the stun effect that he gets from his one, and the template, and then his ult into an enemy. That is always dealing a good amount of damage. We are on the Dark Slayer here. Not that much that the enemy could do against it, because we have been really good at pushing the wave in the middle lane, the creep wave. So that's a nice outcome out of that aggressive gameplay. But now they start to retaliate, getting us here, and we are continuing to push. And now we got the middle tower. Darcy just kills the Batman. I don't know how he did it. Like that was crazily good. And we are starting to chase Emily, and this is another thing. Like now comes the best scene. I don't know what's going on here. Like, yeah, I do get Emily here, but now there's the Quillen, and I start to continue the fight, and I don't know what was going on. Like, I think out of those 5 deaths that I have been inflicted on so far, all of them could have been avoided, basically. Like, I mean, okay, one was the self-sacrifice for the team at the Abyssal Dragon, like I think the 4th death, but the other 4s, those could have been avoided easily by just paying attention to the map, using my brain, and just not going into risky situations like that. Like, I always overestimate the power of the ult. Like, yes, you are invincible, I think, for 2 seconds, and you unleash your stuff after 1.5 seconds. So that's a window, but it's a really short window to actually benefit from it. So it should be more some sort of last resort that you rely on instead of the key piece to an enemy team fight. Just in my opinion. And now we are going back in that. Batman was able to get back here into the fight by using his ability. Good for us. The Caffeine took the wrong direction. Quillen is killed here by the whole effort my team put in it. So these two actions were, I think, they were pretty much on a scale of being quite, yeah, they were kind of, I don't know the English word right now for it, but that was kind of so much confusion, and they really tried it, and they really wanted to do it, and that was so confusing. And so I don't know, it's not difficult, it's like we're kind of pissed, wrong word as well, I don't know, we won the game. Like, that was the thing that I wanted to show you. But I think it's a really bad video in terms of gameplay, but it's a really good video because you can actually see what I did wrong, and with my explanation I hope that just helps to avoid situations like that. Like, always pay attention to the map. If there is a brush and 2 enemies are missing suddenly, out of a sudden, like out of the middle of nowhere, the enemies are gone, they might just be in that brush. Like, that might be the key to their actions. And as you will see, I didn't even turn out to be the worst member of the team with the 8-5-13, but it could have been better. Here's the full build. And these are the details. So I soaked up loads of damage while dishing out some damage, but it could have been better. So yeah, that's my Astrid review on that. Thanks, guys.